I think I explained the thing about small bets, but I guess I'll say one more word about it. It's very very exploitable to never try to bluff catch against small bets. And if your opponent is able to steal pots from you very cheaply, that's an awful spot to put yourself in. Now, if I knew with 100% certainty that Altico wasn't capable of doing that, then I wouldn't. I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try to bluff catch. But without knowing that, I think that I definitely need to. I need to pay off those small bets occasionally. I mean, I guess you can call it keeping him honest. This is an interesting question whether I want to raise him here when he makes a small bet on the river. If it weren't for the 4 straight on the board, I probably would. I think there's only so many worse hands that he's calling with, though. Interesting. I don't know if he calls a raise there on the river. He probably does call a raise on the river there, actually, because he's going to put me on a polarized river raising range. He's probably going to think that I'm only raising with a 4 or a bluff, which would make it a pretty good time to raise there. And it did feel, I mean, it definitely felt like he was value betting a pretty weak hand or like more block betting. The thing is, I was thinking, it didn't really occur to me that he might have kings. He played that in a pretty tricky way. So it definitely it didn't occur to me that he might have kings. And mostly I was thinking that he's going to pay off with worse aces primarily. Which I'm behind ace 4 and ace 5. And then I'm behind ace jack, ace queen, ace king. So there's really only so many worse aces in his range. I mean, of course, I guess if we say he's going to mostly be 3-betting ace king, ace queen, that's less of a concern. But I actually didn't feel like I was in tremendous shape. I think I would probably raise like ace queen, maybe even ace jack for value there on the river. I think ace 10 is pretty close. I think ace 9 you definitely you don't want to be raising. So. The thing about check raising here is you're not going to fold out anything better. I probably should have bet this flop here. I wasn't really thinking about it as I was talking about the hand over here. Now here, I definitely don't see him paying off with anything worse if I bet the river. I also don't see him bluffing if he doesn't have anything. So, yeah, I mean, I think I probably got that about as cheaply as I could have actually by check calling the flop. Although that was not my intention, but it did work out well for me that I did it. I really don't see him bluffing in this spot based on how he's been playing. Like he has not tried to represent a narrow range ever, and that's definitely what he's doing by betting that turn. I think that he's not expecting me to fold any pair that I called with on the flop, and I think he's going to have an ace there pretty much always when he bets, and that's just based on how he's been playing.